Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Topic Tuesday. Today is going to be my best of beauty for 2015. I am only going to talk about makeup products because this is seriously completely full of makeup products. I'm going to kind of go in the order that I like to use these products on my face just because it makes sense to me in my head. So the two primers that I loved during 2015 for different reasons was first the Kevyn Aucoin, the Celestial Skin Liquid Lighting, and this is in the shade Candlelight. And this was my favorite product when I wanted a luminescent glow with my primer. Not so much for making my makeup stay all day long, but more that I just wanted that glow from within. This was my favorite. It is on the pricier side, but definitely love this product. And the other one, because I naturally have oily skin and I like a mattifying primer for the most part, I use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizing Mattifying Primer, and I really did like this primer. I also have the yellow one, which is the brightening, but I probably use this one the most, which is why it's in my favorites. Moving on to foundation, I have both ends of the spectrum. I have my favorite luxury, which is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Both of these are really great. This one is very, very full coverage. It's my favorite foundation just because it is like so full coverage that you almost don't even need concealer or spot concealing. And then from the drugstore, I love this Infallible one from L'Oreal because it's definitely matte, and it's more medium to full coverage and definitely buildable, and it's a great, great drugstore foundation, especially for the price. So moving on to bronzer, my favorite one to use for just bronzing up the face and contouring, but I can use it for both, is the Makeup Forever Matte Bronzer in the shade 20. And you can see how much I loved it because I did hit pan. And this is just a really pretty, really pretty bronzer. It is a little bit more on that orangey red side. I think it's really great for all skin tones. I can totally wear it, but it's definitely not a very cool tone bronzer, but I do really like this. And then as far as contouring, my favorite palette of the year was definitely the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This was just absolutely gorgeous. This banana powder seriously gives Anastasia Beverly Hills a run for her money, and I hope Kat Von D really paid attention to like everyone screams and shouts on Instagram saying, please make this powder stand alone. Like, oh my god, I hope she does that this year because as you can tell, like I have clearly used the most out of this in the palette, but all these shades in this palette are fantastic and so finely milled and blendable. Really, really great product. Might even be my favorite contouring palette of all time even. Moving on to my highlight, my favorite two products, again kind of higher end and lower end, is first the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. Like how could I not make that a favorite? I mean, look how gorgeous that is. Oh, love it. And then on the other side of the spectrum, my favorite drugstore highlighter was the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Lights. I do have the Peach Lights that is gorgeous, very similar to kind of champagne pop color, so I didn't want to pick that one. This one is more on that yellow kind of icy side, and it's really pretty as well. Two brands as far as single eyeshadows that I absolutely love this year were the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows and ColourPop's like Super Shock shadows. So my favorite Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows was the shade Grandstand, which is a really pretty bronzy kind of color, and I just love the foils in them. They're so pretty and so easy to work with. And then the second shade was in the Spotlight, which is a much lighter champagne shade. And then from ColourPop, my favorite Super Shock eyeshadows was the shade Plunge, Blaze, and Fringe. So the first shade is Plunge, and you'll see once I swatch all of them, like, that there's a common theme of like my favorite eyeshadows are kind of these like champagne bronzy colors. So this one was Plunge. Just a really pretty, all over the lid, very like everyday kind of champagne color. That one's really great if you don't want like a really huge pop of color or sparkles. That is just a really great like everyday simple eye look. And then the next one is Fringe. And this one is similar, but it's definitely on the more yellow golden side. So there is Fringe. And then last, going back to more that bronzy shade, the bronzy golden shades, is Blaze. Which I'm running out of hand room, but there it is there. So those were definitely my favorite eyeshadows of the year that came like in single pans versus palettes. Then as far as my favorite palettes for the year, starting off 2015, I definitely had to count this one as well, is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. It's just such a gorgeous palette, and it was seriously the first thing I bought in 2015 because I remember waking up on, I guess, New Year's Eve night, setting my alarm for New Year's Day when it came out, and by the time I had waken up at like 6 a.m., the freaking site had already crashed, and like I spent practically my whole New Year's Day trying to get this palette, and I finally did, so I didn't have to wait to that second order that came out like in February, March. So I got it, I love it. This was definitely the standout company to me for 2015. I mean, like, as soon as they like started off 2015 with a bang with the Jaclyn Hill palette, it's like they just kept cranking out these amazing palettes all year round. And I have practically like all the palettes. I have the 350, which took forever to get, the 35W, the 35K, like all the little mini palettes that I've already done a review on as well, which I will link down below if you haven't seen it. But I just absolutely love the Morphe products. I think they're by far the best quality for the best price. You definitely get your bang for your buck with this company, and this was my most used palette from Morphe for the year. So moving on to eyeliner, my favorite eyeliners that I've used so much throughout the year are the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black and Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner in Trooper. This is probably my favorite just because I've had this seriously all year long. I feel like I got it around the holidays last year, and it's just so phenomenal, but the Stila one is really, really great as well. As far as mascara, my favorites that I've used, which I don't actually talk about this one on camera a ton, or at least I haven't so far, is the MAC Studio Sculpt Lash, and I'm just in the shade Sculpted Black. But what I love about this mascara is the wand. So you can see how it's got those little bristles, and this is definitely like my favorite everyday mascara because of those bristles. It's so easy to just like comb through them, and it's super voluminous, but it's just very lengthening and spreads them out and makes them pop, and they're just gorgeous, and that's why I think they're perfect for like work and everyday and things like that. And then on the other side of it, when you want like really gorgeous, full, voluminous lashes, my favorite is definitely the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill in the shade 1. This is what it looks like, and it's definitely got a different applicator, much bigger and much better for volumizing your lashes. So love those two mascaras to death. As far as eyebrows, my two favorite products are the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. As you can see, I am very minimalistic. I'm like a easy peasy kind of girl during the work week. I like something quick and fast, and like eyebrows are the last thing I kind of care about when I go to work. So my favorite way to do my eyebrows pretty much of all time during this year has been just using a quick brow gel. I use the Benefit Gimme Brow on my eyebrows today, and you can see how nice they look, and they just look put together but not overdrawn because you don't have to deal with drawing out lines and things like that. So my favorite two products to use for an easy way to do my eyebrows are definitely these two products. And my two favorite blushes, because I just couldn't decide, one I've definitely had all year round and one I definitely had more just around the holidays. Very similar, but I'm so in love with them I couldn't pick. The first shade is NARS Madly, and this is what it looks like. It's just a really, really pretty nude with a little bit of peach. And then very similar is the Urban Decay 8 Hour Afterglow Blush in the shade Video. And that one is very pretty. I guess not quite as similar as I thought they were once you kind of swatch them. This one's definitely a little bit darker. You have to be lighter hand. You have to have a lighter hand with this one, but I haven't been able to put Video down pretty much since I bought it a couple months ago. So I wanted to mention two lipsticks that I've been loving all year, as well as some lip balms. The Smith Rosebud Solve Balm. And then around the holiday time, they came out with a limited time package that came with this, as well as the Minted Rose and the Mandarin one as well. And these are just amazing. Definitely my favorite lip balms. The minty one is just delicious and refreshing. The Mandarin one smells so good, it makes me want to eat like clementine. And then the typical rose one is just so luxurious and pretty, and just, I love the way they feel, and they moisturize, and they are perfect for winter. So my two favorite lipsticks for the year are definitely MAC's Velvet Teddy, which I honestly never thought I would love so much, but it's just, God, it's just the perfect dark nude, and it's just so gorgeous and so versatile. It's really great to create an ombre lip as well. I just really, really love that lipstick. And then more on the pink mauve side is the shade Lumiere by ColourPop. So there is Lumiere, And I haven't talked about ColourPop Lippie Sticks a ton on my channel as well. I kind of forget about them, and then every time I go back to wear them, I'm like, oh my god, these are amazing. So my favorite one is definitely Lumiere, and this is a matte shade, and so it's definitely one of those more year-round colors that I feel like you can wear year-round, and it's not just a fall color. Same with Velvet Teddy. Just both fantastic colors that I have used the crap out of all year round. Oh my god, I feel like I was talking a mile a minute, but that is all my favorite products for 2015, guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found some products that you were like, hey, I've been loving that product as well all year round. Like, way to go. Like, great minds think alike. And then I hope other products you're like, man, I gotta go try that stuff out. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on Tutorial Thursday. Bye.